if I run my fingers over my guitar, that probably sounds different from the sound you get in your guitar. That's because this is open tuning, and that's what I want to talk about today. Yeah, because it's kind of magic, because it'll open up your playing. If you've been playing for a while, you can begin to get a little bit sort of in your comfort zone and a little bit stuck and running out of ideas. And finding an open tuning is a great way of getting yourself up and going again, because it's like going back to the beginning. When you were first learning to play guitar, and the excitement of that, the discovery, yeah, and hearing all these interesting new sounds and combinations of sounds. Well, that's what it's like, yeah? It's like starting all over again, but with all of your, finger skills that you already have now from years of playing. Yeah? And this tuning, by the way, that I've got here is, it's B, yeah? So this is B, this is F sharp, B, F sharp, B, D sharp, yeah? And that will put you in the key of B. And B is a really difficult key to play in on the guitar, but open tuning, it makes it loads easier, yeah? So what's so great about open tuning? Well, as I said, you've got no idea where the notes are, just like when you were first learning to play, yeah? And so you have to find them, yeah? You have to work out where the melody notes are, and you've got no idea where the chords are. And once you got used to chords, it's like, okay, I'll play the C, then I'll play the F, and I'll go to G, and that kind of limits you and puts, yeah. Whereas this way, you've just got the music, yeah, and you just make up the chords, so you find your own patterns. You don't have to put your finger here and here to play C. You have to find your own C, and that is just so liberating. Yeah? That's how I found it. Yeah, liberating. That's about the right word, really. And so I would recommend it to you if you've been playing a while, or even if you're just getting started. Yeah, maybe if you've been playing a while, it's better. Yeah, and play around with it and rediscover the guitar and reinvent yourself. My latest song that I've just put up, "Free to Be Me," I'll put a link in it. That's in this tuning, and if I'd have stayed in my standard tuning, I would never have come up with that song, because I had to kind of explore and reinvent and rediscover and make up my own chords, my own chord shapes, yeah. And and you end up finding you're playing sixths and sevenths and ninths without even knowing you're doing that, yeah. And so you get really interesting harmony. Yeah? So if you're feeling a bit sort of stale, have a look at open tuning. This one, as I said, was B. I sometimes play in C tuning. D, drop D, and other open chord tunings. There are loads of them, yeah? You can invent them, yeah? Nick Drake, I think he did nearly every song in open tuning. And if you listen to it and you think like, oh God, that just sounds so different, yeah? It's because he was doing that. He was like, every song he'd be rediscovering himself, having to reinvent and rediscover and make up his own chord shapes. Yeah. Try it. Thanks.